Most men do not feel empty because their life has no meaning. They feel empty because they stopped creating anything that belongs to them. A man's true character is revealed in silence, not noise. This is the Silent Kings, where men learn to move quietly and lead loudly with their actions. You are here to create, not just to exist, not just to pay bills and scroll your life away, but to build. When a man stops building, his spirit starts to rot from the inside out. Look around you. Most of the misery you see is not caused by a lack of comfort. It comes from a lack of creation. Men who are not creating a better self, a meaningful project, a strong family, or a life they are proud of will always reach for numbness. Cheap dopamine, endless scrolling, junk food for the body and the mind. They are not bad men. They are simply men who forgot that they are builders by design. Why does the gym work so well for men who take it seriously? It is not just muscle. It is the feeling of shaping a version of yourself that did not exist before. Every session, every rep, every clean meal is a brick. You hold a vision of the man you want to become, and you lay bricks in that direction. The same is true in your work, your skills, your relationships, your character. Outcomes do not appear by accident. They are the delayed harvest of 1,000 quiet actions. When you practice, study, journal, train, and show up day after day, you're not just passing time. You're creating your future. The man you want to be, the work you want to lead, the family you want to protect, the body you want to live in, the skills you want to command. All of that lives in the future and must be built. There are no shortcuts, only construction sites. When you chase quick fixes and shortcuts, you are not being clever. You are rejecting your own purpose. You are turning your back on the one thing that actually gives life meaning, which is creation. Over time, fulfillment does not arrive when you finally hold the trophy. It shows up in the quiet moment when you realize what the journey turned you into. The result is just evidence. The real reward is the man you had to become along the way. That is why people who get instant windfalls often feel hollow. The problem is not the money. The problem is there was no story behind it. No design, no intentional effort, no scars, no growth. Just a number with no soul. Your life is meant to be a training ground, not a waiting room. You are meant to create a journey in your training, your learning, your work, and your relationships. You start where you are, with what you have, and you build. You gain strength. You lose what weighs you down. You add muscle to your character and depth to your skills. None of this is supposed to happen overnight. In fact, you would not want it to. If you could click your fingers and skip to the end, you would lose the very moments that shape you. Ask yourself honestly, if you could be 80 years old right now, with all the money and achievements you dream of, would you take that deal? You would not, because you would miss the whole journey, every test, every lesson, every chapter of creation that turns a boy into a king. Think of your life as advancing through levels of a discipline. At the first level, you are not trying to be impressive. You are trying to be consistent. You build discipline, structure, and a new identity as a man who keeps his own word. At the next level, you become a real practitioner. You step into real life with your skills. You test, fail, adjust, lose, win, and learn courage. You are no longer just planning. You are creating a new version of yourself in the field. From there, every level is another layer of creation, another refinement of who you are and who you are becoming. That is why progress feels good, even when it is small. You can see and feel that you built something that did not exist before. You are richer than you think if you still have time. A young man with no money but years ahead of him is wealthier in one way than an old man with billions and no time left to use it. Time to build is the most valuable asset you will ever own. This is what life is about in every area. Creation is the point. Creation is the journey. That is why men who stop creating turn bitter and numb, and why you feel the pull toward your old habits when things get hard. You are not here to consume your way through life. You are here to build one more brick, then another, until the man you keep seeing in your mind becomes the man you see in the mirror. Define what you are building. Write down one area of your life you are committed to creating in right now: body, skill, work, family, character. Give it a clear vision. A vague future cannot be built, a defined one can. Choose your daily brick. Decide on one simple, non-negotiable action you will take every day toward that vision. A workout, a learning block, a conversation, a practice session. Small is fine. Consistent is mandatory. Measure by process, not prizes. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I lay a brick or not? Judge yourself by the effort of creation, not by how far the finished building still looks. You stayed until the end. That tells me everything about the man you are becoming. Subscribe and stay close. Your training continues in the next lesson. Share this with one man who needs to remember he was born to build.